Pardon for our double anime review of Fullmetal Alchemist. Double anime review because Alejandro's a lightweight and fell asleep.
That's right.
And so, since I already said Fullmetal Alchemist, let's just jump into some random characters that I happen to find images for. Alphonse.
That's Edward, stupid.
Alphonse.
It's Edward's brother who got trapped in a suit of armor when they tried to bring back his dead mother.
Edward.
The main character.
He's kind of badass because he can turn shit into shit, but so can a bunch of people.
And he's got a badass ponytail, but he's way too short, son.
It's called Fullmetal Alchemist because of alchemy. They do alchemy in the show and turn shit into shit. And there's a lot of...
Wait, slow down. William watches the anime. I read the manga.
Oh god, it's all fucked up.
I'm just saying. And, I've actually almost finished the whole thing in a manga, which is pretty crazy. It requires a lot more dedication than the anime.
You see, it's funny because I finished the anime in like a couple of weeks, and you finished the manga in like a couple of years.
Yeah, it's like my second year reading it. It's been really hard to get my hands on the manga though. Been having to rely on my stupid ass library. Because I am a miser and I know how to. Whoa! Who is that? Their mother?
No, it's a random useless character that comes in around episode 1.
Oh, it's Rose from the village of the people with the followers and the. Oh my god, there's a moon and there's a giant statue and it's like, whoa!
Okay, this brings me to the Philosopher's Stone. So they go to this town, they find this girl, and so her priest is all like, yeah, he's got this Philosopher's Stone, and so what they're looking for is the Philosopher's Stone. So Ed and Al.
They're hoping the Philosopher's Stone can turn him back into a human and make it so he gets his arm back and his leg back.
Because his arm is robotic and his other leg is robotic.
Because he had to sacrifice them to bring Al into a metal suit of fucking armor.
So, on basis, they tried to bring their mother back and did one of the great taboos of alchemy, which is trying to create a human.
Oh, he's not good.
And so they kind of screwed up, and they took.
Then they're like, we need money, so they become state alchemists. And another state alchemist is
Ray Mustang.
You can make fire and explosions out of nowhere. Yes, me, that's pretty crazy. It's just like
he's pretty proud.
It's like I'm holding a gun up to you. It just explodes your head by looking at you. I mean,
you know what?
Speaking of exploding heads, we got our friend.
He's the main villain for a good portion of the anime.
Where pretty much what he goes to is he runs up to you mega fast. He puts his hand on your face. Your face just kind of your head explodes.
What happens is he's trying to get alchemy out of this world because he says alchemy is
the root of all evil.
Yeah, something weird like that. So he tries to kill Ed and Al, and he explodes Ed's arm and
Pretty much he can explode everything. If he touches the ground opens up. If he touches the building blows up. If he touches your head, your head blows up.
That's what Al actually looks like. The little kind of fat kid. He's all there and such, and they're brothers forever. Speaking of their family, there's the dad. He's got a ponytail. He's weird.
Oh, his dad's crazy. He's all like, "Woo, I was born 200 years ago. I can live forever, because I'm a crazy immortal bitches."
And you know who created
the dude?
He's a jerk. But I think he committed some taboo of alchemy, trying to bring back their son or something like that. I think.
No, you won.
I watched this anime forever ago.
Okay, so here's what happens, and I was just recently refreshed on this. Van Hohenheim, he's obviously German or something. He was a slave.
They're in Germany.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. At least it's implied.
I never knew that.
Because when they go into the...
And it does make sense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil
Oh my
anything.
god, it makes sense now. Light bulb. Anyway. So, Van Hohenheim was a slave 200 years ago. And so, we're talking about, this is crazy times. This is 1400s, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, because 1400 plus 200 equals 2000.
What? Anyway, so he was a slave, and his master was an alchemist. And he made this like little like glob that could talk and had like a soul, and that was like the first philosopher's stone that actually created like a living thing, and it like knew all and everything and knew the secrets of living forever. And he's gonna bring it to the king who was dying, and make him live forever because the king was like evil. But what Van Hohenheim does is he's illiterate and everything, and the little thing like teaches him how to like read and everything. If he like and he like gives him like these powers to be immortal, and so he's really the first immortal person, this guy, and his master catches him and he's like, no, and he's all like, yes. But still he brings the little thing like the to the king, and it goes in the king, and the king becomes the ultimate immortal person, who later you learn becomes the main antagonist, because he makes things called
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot.
Damn it, and I'm falling blank too. But he makes things like envy. They're named after the 7 sins. There's envy, lust, gluttony, pride, sloth.
Here's this guy. He's
greed.
Yeah.
That's greed. Anyway, so they're freaking crazy. They're not chimeras. What are they called? There are.
Damn it! They're not.
Damn. What are they freaking called?
I'm gonna spend like half the review trying to figure this out.
Oh, you're stupid. In the meantime, enjoy a pretty song. Do 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 dee do dee do. Do do do. And look at the pretty heart. They're so pretty.
Sean. Oh, damn it. They're called. What?
We should like look it up and like, Homunculi, yeah.
Yeah. What now? Yes. Oh my god.
He makes
yes.
the homunculi.
Yes.
And homunculi do what he wants pretty much, and they're completely immortal. Well, no.
See, I didn't hear about any of this in the anime.
Yeah, they're completely immortal. And there's only like one way to destroy them, and that's to kill the Philosopher's Stone inside them, because they all have one Philosopher's Stone inside them. There's only one person who can do that. Well, technically no, because he teaches it to Edward and Scar. And his name's Dr. Marco, and he was the person who made the first Philosopher's Stone. Anyway, I'm getting into way too much detail. I'm getting into way too much detail. Point is,
okay,
homunculi bad. He kind of good / bad. He started it all. It's all his fault. And he left his child when he was young.
Okay, let me go through.
And him, and like Alphonse, and then there was Roy, and he was all like, "Ladies, man, I got drunk and bought flowers, and I had to get rid of them." And then there's an awesome screenshot of Edward, and then there's Scars starts blowing up people, and then he turns good, and then there's like another bad homunculi, and they're all like, and then there's Rose. You see her later on. She's like right before the end, and then there's Alex Louis Armstrong, the only one who can ever sparkle besides the dude from Twilight. Because yeah, exactly. Who should ever sparkle. And pretty much, he's another, like, alchemist, and he helps them, and look at those abs. Even bigger than mine. And so then he's all like, "Wah," and then we're all like, "Wah," and everything explodes, and then, like, the homunculi are like, "God damn it," and then they all die.
So, anime review, Sean?
8.
I think so, too. Mostly because I don't give shows 10 unless they're my favorite show, and something was missing with the show.
Actually, no. I give it a 9 because I dedicated myself to reading it. No, 8.5. Because I dedicated myself to reading it all this time, which say something. But I have to say, sometimes I was like, fuck, no. And sometimes it was just so, like, plot twisty and unnecessary. And
you know, half the time when I was watching the anime, I probably should go back to watching these, like, 6, I guess, of the time. I was fucking confused because I don't know if I like missed an episode or something. It's like, oh, you know, what I'm doing, shit. I'm like, what? When did you talk about this?
You need to pay more attention to your animes, William.
Hey, I didn't pay attention to this one, but I paid attention to other. Anyway, so
go back and read it and listen to it again. It's actually really good. Even though I only gave it an 8.5 compared to all my other ones. Potty Pony Dash is just weird. I'm sorry. I apologize for that review. I shouldn't have even been reviewing it. I didn't have the license to.
So
It's
anyway,
like drinking under the age of 21.
so we got it got an overall review of 9. Yeah.
No, if it was 8.5, then it'll be
Oh, yeah.
8.25.
Sorry, I thought it was both 9, but it was both 8. Yeah, I'm retarded. So it got an overall review of 8.
8.25.
Pretty good. So yeah, I guess we'll see you for our next review. We'll probably do a couple more reviews. Then then maybe I'll do my top 10 anime list. I'll force Sean to edit it, and yeah.